got a cot. There we go. It's down right there. I finished off this sugar water I put in there just 5 days ago. I think the weather's going to be nice enough now where I don't need to put any more sugar water in. I don't want to get to the point where you're storing sugar water instead of nectar, and I really want them to make honey. I don't want it mellowed down with sugar water. Oh yeah, they got that sealed. To bust that seal. All right, girls, get in there. Looks like they are getting started in here. Smoke, of course, just to keep them calm and mellow. Oh, look at that. Poor little bee got squished last time. Alright. Heard yesterday probably should start inspecting with the bottom hive. So that's what I will do today. I'll start inspecting the bottom hive. So I'm going to pull this top one off. Oh yeah, it's all sticky with propolis. Stick it on top of the telescoping cover. I hope no bees are on it. And we'll start inspection with this part of the hive. My brother Curtis here is filming, and he's not afraid of these bees at all, so good on him.
None of them landed on me yet.
Well, hopefully the smoke's going to keep them nice and mellow. So, alright, let's bust these frames apart. Nobody else I've had filming wants to stand close enough like to hear. So this is frame number 1. It's one of the ones I swapped from last week into the number 1 position. The old number 1's over here somewhere, so I'm hoping they've got it all filled out.
How come you don't label them?
Because they move around depending on what you want to do. Frames are for the beekeeper's experience, they're not for the bees or the beekeepers. So on this frame, we've got brood right in here. This is probably from last week when I moved that frame there. And whoa, I guess I scraped it. This is alongside the hive. Oh, I see. They had some bridge comb built right here onto the side of the hive. So we'll knock that off. But I only got a little bit started on this side, which is fine. I'll stick this out here. You guys can use that if you want. So this one, we will just sit down right here for now. But you can see they got a bunch of, this is probably sugar water stored around the brood. All the shiny stuff inside the cells. And they're all lining up at the horses at a gate, so let's drive them back down to the hive a bit. Good smoker. I'm using a little bit of newspaper and lint from the dryer lint. Alright. In this hive on this side we got a little bit of brood. It's mostly on the outside, so this one has probably had a bunch of them hatch out in the middle recently. And this one's just got tons of brood on this side. So that's good. These are good. Glance, see if I can see the queen. I'm not going to spend a lot of time looking for her. Just a little bit of time, but this girl's laying. I see at least one larva in this cell right here. At the end of my glove. You see it in there?
No, it's hard to see with this thing. I don't think you can see it in here.
Yeah, there's a larva curled up in there. I have yet to actually spot eggs, just because they're so small. They're probably about a tenth the size of a grain of rice. Oh yeah, this one's got some bridge comb that I'm busting up. I'll make sure I clean up all the bridge cones they got going on here. Okay, I think this is frame number 1 from last week, so they've really got this one filled up. I think last time I looked at this, they had nothing on it. But that's either nectar or sugar water right here. I got a little divot right here. Silly bees, make that right. You see some of them got their proboscises stuck out right there. They're drinking out of it. Their tongue. Long bee tongue. Alright. That one's looking like they're working on it. They look good. Alright, bees, move out of the way. I don't want to squish any of you, but I'm closing this door here. There we go. Alright, now this frame. Nice neat thing about the smoking, I like it how it drives it down to the hive. Alright, I'm going to get them bees away from this thing right here because I'm going to break that, scrape that bridge comb off because I don't want them making comb in between frames. That's not how this is supposed to work, girls. Alright, move, it's coming off.
What are you going to do with that when you take it off?
I'm going to drop it on the ground so I can start a big bee war, I guess. Because the other bees are going to look at this from the other hive and go, oh, I want some of that action. Probably just drop it into their hive. Alright. So I really don't want that outside the hive. I've got some more bridge comb here I got to get off. To be honest, I don't know if that's the best thing to do to drop it in there, but if I only had this one hive out here, I might just drop it outside the hive, let them recollect it.
What do they usually do with the comb? What they tell
They'll
you to
clean
do?
it up. I don't know if they reuse it.
No, I mean, what did they tell you to do with that? What have you heard? You're supposed to do with the combs, that bridge.
Scrape it off. You want to keep them organized because when you go to harvest stuff out of here, you don't want it a big mess that you're gonna have to clean up. Like I'm gonna have to get this comb right here cleaned up. This is bridge comb between the upper and lower hive body. I'll stick this up front. Look, we already got bees on this stuff right here. All right, next frame. These frames are nice and clean, being new frames. Oh, yeah, this one's heavy. This one's had a lot of brood hatch out of it. See how it's getting darker? Each time a bee, or each time the queen lays an egg in there, and then it goes through and gets to where the bee grows up to be a pupa, it spins a cocoon within each cell. And each time it spins a cocoon, some of it gets left over when the bee leaves, and so the cell will get darker and darker. So you can tell really old brood cells by how dark they are. My first ones were so light that I thought they were honey. But yeah, this one's got a mixture of pollen. Oh yeah, I see a lot of larvae on this frame, especially in this area right here. A lot of tiny larvae in there. Nice heavy frame. I wonder if that's the queen right there. This might be the queen right here, underneath these bees. There's a drone right there. I really haven't seen the queen since I put her loose. That might be her.